Good morning, student. Welcome to my another lecture, which is based on permanent slide making and cross sectioning and staining. So, first of all, one by one, we have to know how we can take a section. Then we go for staining, and lastly, after staining, we have to prepared we have get a prepared permanent slide. And in this first year syllabus, you have to first unit that is depend on the algae, and within that unit you have to study four different types of alga, that is sargassum, odogonium, chara and batrachospermum. So first of all, we go towards how take a cross section of an algae. First of all, you have to select some algal features which we have to make a permanent slide. For that purpose, take some alga and make a squash or thin cross section. That's why we have to make a squash, simple smash of a small piece of an alga in between slide and cover slip. Then you have to make a thin sections. You will need some tools which are present in dissection box. Likewise, razor blade or scalpel, forceps, probes, glass slides or cover slip. Then ideally thin sections are only one or two layers of cells, and that's why here's how to make a thin sections is the most challenging things. So for that, first we have to cut off an manageable piece into 1 to 2 square centimeter of an alga and take it on glass slide. Then use another slide to hold down the alga firmly on a basal slide. Then take a sharp angle with a razor blade or scalpel and keep it away from the top slide. Carefully pull the razor blade along the edge of the top slide and slice the alga. In this way, we can take a thin small sections of alga. Likewise, angle the razor blade perpendicular to the slide and slice the alga again. Make a third slice. This time angle the razor blade towards the top slide and move the top slide very slightly to expose the edge of the alga. Repeat the above motion, making many thin sections and discard any large piece of the section. Then you may need to turn the sections on their slides and add some water to the slide. Then sections are ready and take it with forceps or any probe. Practice making thin cross sections of any species and check it for whether there are thin sections are present or not, and then make another slide. Before making another slide, here is the diagrammatic representation of a thin section cutting. So first of all, here is the side view which shows bottom slide and this is the top slide. In between these two slides there is a dark color specimen, that is a algae, which is cut by the razor blade. So here is the razor blade which can make first cut, second cut and third cut, and in this way we have to take a thin sections with the help of razor blade. This is the diagrammatic representation, and this is the actual practice of the thin section making. After thin section choosing, we have to stain this section. At the time of staining, it is useful tool when we need to examine objects that are difficult to resolve, such as chloroplast, pyrenoids or cell walls. Different stains are used for different purposes. We have to prepare thin section on a slide of a alga, and you would like to stain as described above. Then allow the stain to sit on the specimen for a minute or more time depending on the stain used. After that, place a paper towel or a blotting paper on the all edges of the slide and let it be slowly absorb the stain. After that, stain can be rinsed away from the slide, and rinse the sample using water by adding drop of water. In this way we can drawing a liquid material away from the slide with the help of blotting paper or paper towel. Continue this procedure until the extra water is rinsed away from the outer sides of a slide, and then add a few drops of water around the edge of the cover slip, and then should flow under the cover slip without making any air bubbles, and you can now view your stain slide under the microscope. So here is the dropper which is filled with the stain, and we have to put small drops on the alga, and with the help of blotting paper, absorbent plate paper, we have to drain out extra stain which is randomly placed towards the slide or cover glass. So in this way we can complete our next technique, that is a staining. After staining, there is another step, that is making permanent to the slide. Means whatever the specimen which is present inside the slide, that could be a permanently catch up inside the slide and cover slip, and we have to seal all the slides. And when we are sealed all slides with the help of any DPX, that is nothing but a permanent slide. So first of all, permanent slides are useful for preserving a particularly good thin sections or squash of an alga or a specimen that is hard to find, or for any further studies. Then, because they take a while to dry, permanent slides should be started in the beginning of the lab period. For that purpose, we using label slides, and you have to prepare it carefully and remove the cover slip so as not be disturb the samples. For that purpose, we have to add 1 to 2 drops of a DPX, and then let it dry for 30 minutes to a few hours. Sometimes after the adding of a syrup of a DPX that has been dried, and add 1 drop of DPX and let it dry for a week in a lab. At that time, we have to put that slide away from the sunlight. That is the most important thing. Otherwise, your slide can gather up the many more air bubbles. So in this way, we can make a permanent slide. While the specimen is still wet, cover it with the cover slip and paint clear nail polish around the all edges of the cover slip to seal the all sides of the cover slip. Now we have a permanent slide and that can keep in a cupboard. So this is the all most important procedure for making a permanent slide, that is sectioning, staining and mounting. Later on, there is a small procedure, that is a collection of algae, and when we have to collect algae, there is a many more things to have do. And here is the we have enlisted what we have to do and what we have to then we have some more precautions when we are using our labs. So for that purpose, one by one we see which type of precaution we have to take. First one, that is clean the ocular and objective lens with paper lens and do not remove them. After that, while studying an object, learn to keep one hand on the fine focus knob and focus continuously up and down. For the adjustment of a permanent slide inside the microscope for the observation of a alga. Then, while studying any kind of preparation, do not tilt the microscope and leave the low power object in the place, and after finishing all the observations. To examine an object, always first use the low power and then the other objectives. Then, never allow an objective lens to strike either the stage or a slide while focusing on the specimen. Likewise, we have to use always the fine adjustment with high power objective. Sometimes we all wet mount preparation and should be pre-covered by a cover slip, so we avoid moisture which can be absorbed by the objective and that make a false imaging. That's why we have to avoid the habit to remove the parts of microscope and do not use oil immersion objective without oil. Sometimes diaphragm should be wide open while using oil immersion objective. So these are the most important precautions which we have to know before observing permanent slide under the microscope. Here are some different type of reagents which are used for the slide making, that is formalin acetoalcohol, which is used for preservative and commonly called as a standard preservative for the preservation of an alga. Then safranin, which is a stain. Like fast green is again a stain, and cotton blue is a stain which is used for the staining of a fungi specimen. Sometimes we have to use a acid alcohol, that is HCl, then acid water, then lactophenol and glycerin for the making of a permanent slide. We are making permanent slide not only of the algae, but we have to make a permanent slide of many more higher taxa like bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm, angiosperm. All these plants which we have to study their internal parts or a anatomy. For that purpose, we have to take a fresh or preserved material and first study its external morphology with unaided eye or with the help of magnifying lens or a dissecting microscope. If the material is microscopic, stain it with the suitable stain and mount in glycerin and then study under the low and high powers of a compound microscope. For observing the anatomical slide, we have to cut the sections of your material in various planes like transverse section, which is an horizontal section, longitudinal sections means a long elongated vertical section, and likewise radial longitudinal section, which is transverse as well as horizontal cut, and tangential, that is a longitudinal section which is taking from the center towards the periphery. In this way, there are different types of sectioning, that is TS, LS, RLS and TLS. When we are taking a transverse section, it is a cut by passing the edge of razor blade at right angles to the longitudinal axis of the cylindrical organ such as root and stem, etc. However, in case of dorsiventral organs, for example leaf, thallus of a bryophyte, etc., the transverse section is being cut in vertical plane and hence it is cancelled and hence it is called vertical transverse section. Then longitudinal section, it is a cut by passing the edge of razor blade at right angles to the transverse axis of the cylindrical organs such as root and stem. If the longitudinal section is cut along one of the radii, it is the called radial longitudinal sections, means from the center towards the periphery. But if the LS is a cut along the tangent, it is called as a tangential longitudinal section. So in this way we have to take different cuts into a plant parts. Then there is a method of section cutting, and here is the various planes, that is a transverse section, then RLS, TLS and LS. So in this way we can taking different type of sections. Here are the some usual laboratory apparatus which are used at the time of use of a laboratory or various different type of experiment. Then these are the some equipments which are used in the laboratory. One by one you can read it carefully. This one is the beaker, this, and below that there is a beaker tongue which is rubber covered and used to hold beakers. This is the cover slip which is squarette in shape. This one is the dissecting pan. Below that there is a different types of dropping pipettes, and here is the conical flask. This one is the forceps and these are the measuring cylinders. Then this one is the beaker brush. Below that there is a compound microscope. Below that there is a presence of a depression slide or cavity slide. Then these are some scissors, forceps and scalpel for the dissection purpose. Then this one is the electronic balance, and this is the evaporating dish, and this one is the funnel which is used for the pouring liquid into a glasswares. This is the hot plate which is used for the heating purpose. This is the inoculating loop. Then this one is the microscope slide. Below that there is a plastic wash bottle, and these are the safety goggles which are used to protect our eyes. Then this is the stereoscope which is having a broad magnification. Then these are the test tube brush. This is the test tube rack. This one is the thermometer. Likewise, here is the lab quest and probes. Then these are the petri plates, rubber stoppers, spatulas, steering rod which is glass rod which is used for the assisting and pouring the liquids into a different glasswares. This one is the test tube holder, and these are the test tube, different size of test tube, and this last one is the watch glass. So all these are the some instrument which apparatus which are used in daily purpose of a laboratory. These are the dropping bottles. This one is the brush, this one is the needle, and this is the forceps. This one is the razor blade holding scalpel and petri dish, cover slip, watch glass and test tube stand. So these are the some most important equipments. Here is the some sampling bottle within which we can preserve different type of plant organism, and this one is the typical model of a flower which is present in all labs for the various purpose of its studies. So in this way we can stop here our permanent slide making topic, and I hope all of you will understand each and everything. Otherwise, if you have any difficulty, then ask me your queries and question on a Moodle class of a botany department. Thank you for watching my video lecture. Till then, goodbye. Stay safe at your homes.